Hello, my friends. My name is Amanda with Amanda Panda Projects, and today I've got a super cute USA makeover. Okay, this was a Dollar Tree little sign. It was on burlap, like you saw there. USA letters, tons of glitter, and we made this over into something completely different. So first, I sanded off as much of that glitter as I could, and then I took the Digital Deco Designs American Grunge collection, okay? I'm happy to give you the link for these papers. If you need it, just let me know in the comments. Or if you're on like Instagram, it's going to be in my bio. You just go to the link, or TikTok, it's in my bio too. Either way, I can direct you if you need it. So I just took the letters and then I traced them all onto the paper. I used my Frixion pen so that I can just get rid of those lines right after. And then I cut them all out. So I think there was a total of 3 different like scrapbook paper style in this collection. I just used one of each because they go together oh so well. So once I went ahead and I got those all cut out, now I'm going to go ahead and antique wax the base, okay? So I took 2 shims. They're both 12-inch shims, and I just alternated them, thick end, thin end, and made them into a base, hot gluing them together, and then I got them a little wet with some water to help the stains spread, and I stained that up. Now, time to Mod Podge this scrapbook paper down. So I just used a good, decent amount of Mod Podge because there's still like glitter on there. I obviously couldn't get it all off. I wasn't even trying to get it all off. I just wanted to get most of like the main glittery glitter part off. I had to use a lot of Mod Podge and like really get it down there. Press the paper down for a while. I turned it over, smashed it, flattened it out. And so once it stuck, it was on there, but it did take a nice good amount of Mod Podge to do it. So now I'm just getting rid of that pen, that Frixion pen, and drying the Mod Podge and paper. And then I realized because this is going to be on like a shelf sitter, I'm like, you're going to see the back. I didn't want to put paper on the back, but I wanted it to be a little bit more than just the regular MDF color. So I just went ahead and quickly stained the back, and then it just looks a little bit better. You're not really going to see it, but you know, got to make it look decent. All right, and then the annoying and tedious part, but oh so necessary, is to sand all of the letters. Some of the spots I couldn't get in with my gator sander, so I used my little file there. And I just toyed with the idea of maybe putting it back on the banner like that and doing like a really messy bow up at the top, which would have looked really cute. But I'm like, you know what? I have more places to put like a shelf sitter than I do hanging on the walls. And I think a lot of other people do as well. You only have so much wall space, you know? So stuck with the shelf sitter. Now to get to the letters to stand up straight, I just glued Jenga blocks to the back of them. And then I glued those all to the little shelf sitter. I just want to take a minute and tell you guys to make sure that you guys are subscribed to the Amanda Panda Projects channel. Make sure you're following the page or wherever you are, because if you don't, then you might miss all the cute videos that I have coming up. So once I had these all glued to the little base there, I just wanted to give it a little something. So I added a little bit of Spanish moss. You could use like Excelsior or something, and I didn't put a ton, just a little bit, just enough to cover up those Jenga blocks and just, you know, I don't know, bring it all together a little bit. I gave it a little bit of a haircut. And then you could really just leave it just like that. Honestly, that looks like something that you would get at Hobby Lobby. Like just a cute little USA shelf sitter. But I wanted to give it some flair. So we glued some rusty stars. I just did a few, like one to the bottom right of the A, one on top of the U. And then I did kind of 2 on the S. You want to kind of like balance them out with the I so it just feels balanced. Once I did that, I just added a couple little twine shoestring bows to finish it off. And then I remembered that I never grunged it up. I'm like, oh my God, I never grunged it. Now it's already grungy paper, but just to really give it that grungy look and bring it like all together, I should have done the letters before I glued it together. Completely forgot, but it's not too late. I was still able to do it. I just had to be a little more careful. It was a little harder to get in there, but we just grunged up all the outside of the letters, concentrated heavily like on the corners where it would naturally be darker. And here it is all done. So simple, you guys, but really such a pretty project. I absolutely love this. I craft patriotic right up until the day, you guys. That is how I do. That's just how I do. So I'm still have another 1 or 2 crafts coming at you. Make sure you're following along and let me know, of course, what do you guys think of this one? Do you think it's as pretty as I do? Thanks for